I hear you.
Hey, Cash, this go crazy.
Rose up out of concrete, can't tear me down. Nigga couldn't tell me shit when they had, nigga can't tell me now. And I stood 10 toes, no real man, gotta stand his ground. Rest in peace to my brother, no nigga held me down. Held me down through the rain, held me down through the pain, held me down through the tribulations, and we all had to stay the same. I remember them nights praying to the Lord, things don't change. Dave died, then Lil' Shorty died, saying that I lost my brain. What the fuck? Best you around, don't tell me you bustin'. Everyone left, don't tell if you bluffin'. I don't got time for the rap when running. Ho get a drop, one car, we comin'. 4, 5, 18 man, we stunning. He don't got time for a bitch, he nothing. He ain't never had no chips, he thumbin'. Run through the rats all night, we runnin'. Run through the rack, gon' slide. He gon' clap that for they whole side in a rap pack. Nigga, fuck that, that's a gas pack. Whole side nigga can't tell me shit. Yo, bitch, don't play, you can suck my dick. Hear that shit, that's a motherfucking cock blick, don't down, I'm a rock star. All my life, they steady calling. 123 like I'm Jordan. Fuck them, they supported. Fuck don't enter the story, yeah. My band's blue like Corbin. My girl black and gorgeous. I can't even drive right now, but I like my whip foreign. Ride like a foreign car, she fuck on me like a porn star. Might make a porn show, she might chat like want to. I fell in love with a coach, I might just drip on Gucci. And I know that girl from the hood, but baby acting so bullshit. Best see around, she goes, she give her that dick, my old lady want me. Bust down AP while she full, if you don't got time, don't know what you doing. I love when she ride like ooh, hit her ass all on the floor like school. It face to the ground, make her eyes that booty. Rev up the mo like room, she JT, she love my Uzi. Bitch, this a Drake, ain't newsy. Big gas pack, roll up like Tootsie. Baby tryna choke shit newbie. Bitch stay down like what the fuck. Heard what I say, I ain't stutter one. Her little nigga want smoke, I ain't gon' put his ass in the ground, concrete rolls.
Alright, welcome back to Hot Topics TV, y'all. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. You already know if the topic is hot, we're on it. Now, right now, there's the face of this person going around with dreadlocks and a full beard, and the headlines that are being read says that he killed the person who killed his children, or his child and his stepchild. And there's a whole lot of free this man, he didn't do anything wrong, justice has been served, all these comments under the comment section. But I think you need to get the whole story, and then you make that decision. If at the end of this, you still feel like it's free this man, then so be it. But at least you have the whole story. Okay, so before that happened, a double murder suspect shot dead on his way to court in case of what they're calling street justice. But you got to hear how this all played out from beginning to now. So a New Orleans man was charged with a 2021 double homicide, has been shot dead on his way to court appearance in what his lawyers have called street justice now. Hollis Carter, 21 years old, was pronounced dead, and his mother was left in critical condition after a person who was riding in a black Ford F-150 pulled up, fired 8 bullets into their car. Mr. Carter's attorney, who was John Fuller, said that the shooting on Chef Montour Highway on Wednesday was linked to the double homicide of his step-siblings, Breonna Brown, who was 25 years old, and Caleb Johnson, who was 18 years old. Street justice has resulted in an assurance that there would never be any closure in this case, is what the attorney said. Now, the officers from New Orleans Police Department responded to the shooting just before 9 a.m. on Wednesday. They found Mr. Carter's mother lying on the ground, suffering from multiple gunshot wounds to her body, and she was rushed to the hospital. Mr. Carter was pronounced dead at the scene. He was struck in the head by a single bullet. His attorney, Mr. Fuller, said that the shooting had deprived his client of actually clearing his name because he believes that his client was not guilty. He claims that his client, Mr. Carter, had confessed to the double murder at the Cypress Run apartment in New Orleans because, get this, he was afraid of the true killer. So he just went ahead and confessed that he did it himself. Now, remember, there are other accounts out here that are saying not only did he confess to it, he was bragging about it, and it seemed like he was about to beat the case. His attorney says he doesn't deserve this. He doesn't deserve to have his obituary tainted by what were basically false charges. How is it a false charge if you admitted to it? A false charge is when somebody makes something up and charge you with it and tells you that you're guilty, and you keep on saying, I'm not, I'm innocent, and I'm going to prove I'm innocent. But he went and confessed that he did it, and he even gave a story behind it, why he did it. His attorney said he was a good kid, he was working at a restaurant, and he was abiding by all the restrictions that were required by a defendant who was out on bond. If you could imagine, somebody kills two of your close family members, confesses to it, and now is out on bond. His attorney said he was loved by his family. This is tragic. He was on his way to court. Mr. Carter had been charged in April of 2021 with 2 counts of second-degree homicide, and he was released on a $375,000 bond in October. Now, at the time of the double shooting, police described it as a private gun purchase that went bad. In 2018, Brianna Brown was convicted of the drug-related manslaughter of Michele Veresmende in 2016. The murder happened in 2016. One of the persons who he killed or confessed to killing in the double murder was Brianna Brown, who was also convicted of a manslaughter that happened in 2016. She appealed her conviction and her 30-year prison sentence in 2020 after the Supreme Court banned non-unanimous jury verdicts. And guess what? Miss Brown was released on a $50,000 bond in January of 2021, 2 months before she was shot dead by the person who is now dead, who confessed to killing her, but is now saying he didn't really kill her. He was too afraid of the real persons who actually did the killing, so he just went ahead and confessed that he did it himself. Crazy. But now we fast forward to today, and the headline says a father is arrested for allegedly killing his son's murder suspect who was on their way to a New Orleans court. A New Orleans man had been charged with the drive-by shooting that was him in an F-150. That been charged now in a drive-by shooting of a man who allegedly killed his son and his stepdaughter. Bokio B. Johnson is accused of killing Hollis Carter and wounding Hollis's mother as he was driving to court on Wednesday in New Orleans. Mr. Carter confessed to the 2021 homicide, double homicide, of the step-siblings, Caleb Johnson, who was 18, and Brianna Brown, who was 25. New Orleans police said that they arrested Mr. Johnson after executing a search warrant at his home. After an interview, Johnson was determined to be the perpetrator in this incident, and he was placed under arrest. Determined to be the perpetrator, meaning he said, yes, it was me. And they're saying, nah, wasn't there somebody else with you? And he was like, nope, it was me, all me. Yeah, I did that. Mr. Johnson was booked Friday at the New Orleans Parish Justice Center on charges of second-degree murder, which carries an automatic life sentence, and attempted second-degree murder, the same charges that Mr. Carter had faced. Police said a gunman in a black Ford F-150 fired 8 bullets into that sedan, and it is now believed that it was this person who was driving that vehicle. After Mr. Carter was shot and killed, his attorney took to the stage and said all that I told you before. He didn't deserve all that. He actually didn't really commit the murder. He actually knows the killers that did it, but he is too afraid of them. That is why he confessed to it himself. He was being a good person working at a restaurant and all this other stuff. And this is what we're working off of so far. See, in my eyes, I think that this father right here, he avenged his son and his stepdaughter's death based on the fact that this young man confessed to it, and also remember, the streets talk. So you out here, you still in the same neighborhood where you killed 2 people at. Your friends are still around here. People know people who know people. I might not be cool with this person, but I know somebody who is. And I hear some of the stuff that's said in their circles. So the streets were talking. He was bragging. He about to beat the case after he murdered them too. And that father could not take it. And he took matters into his own hands. Now, I know a lot of people are going to be all holier than thou art and say stuff like, you should have just let the law handle it. On one end, yes. But what would you have done personally if your child was gunned down, your child's killer admitted to it, and then was released on bond, and then looked like he was about to beat the case and go on with his normal life? What would you have done? Talk to me in the comment section. It's Hot Topics TV. You already know if the topic is hot, we're on it. Hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you on the next video. I'm out. Peace.